Welcome. Today I bring you the preview of the next chapter of The Ambassador's Daughter. Halise belittles a CA, so if CA angrily throws in her face that now no one loves her for what she did to Nair, so Manek says that even though she attacked her it doesn't matter, because soon everyone will see Nair's true face, so everyone is shocked. Halise and Manek leave. Halise asks her what she meant by everyone will see Nair's true face, so Manek shows her the picture that Nekdet took of Nair and Geddes. Halise is surprised. Manek says that with those pictures she is going to make everyone disown Nair and so she can also clear her name for the attack she did to her. Karaman is trying to recruit new investors for his port. Geddes and Sanjar go to the meeting saying they will sue Karaman's company for not paying back the loans, causing the investors to pull out, so Karaman gets mad and threatens them, but they tell him they want him to pay back the loan with money or their shares and leave. Moog goes to eat at the pool. Razieh follows her, as Geddes ordered, but seeing Rafika she leaves. Moog waits for her mother to be distracted to go into the bathroom where she has Akin tied up and talk to her about the plans she had with him and the betrayal he has done to her. Sanjar, Nair and Melek go to see schools. Sanjar asks Nair about the time she had a panic attack at Kavruk's house upon learning that Nekdet would go free and if that attack reminded her of Akin, but Nair asks her not to talk about those subjects. Sanjar asks how he can expect them to close that subject when Akin must be punished, but Nair asks him to focus on being Melek's father, if only for a moment. They enter the school with Melek. Seeing her interacting with other children, Sanjar comments about when Melek goes to high school, but Nair asks him if he will be there for his daughter when that happens, saying that maybe at that time he will be in jail for killing Akin or maybe dead. Zara arrives at the house and sees everyone hosting a banquet, so she asks Gulsieh what is going on. Gulsieh tells her that Kavarek is getting engaged to a CA. Zara is surprised, so Gulsieh says that she didn't understand what was going on either and that it was Manek who told her. Confused, Zara goes to see Kavarek to ask him if it's true what she heard and if he really loves Aisha. Kavarek asks him why he says that. Zara tells him that he always complains about Sanjar getting married without love and that she supposes he would never get married without loving. She asks him why he never told her about it, but Kavarek just says he has things to do and leaves. Melek leaves the school happy, saying that she is amazing. Nair tells her that if she talks like that Sanjar will think that he didn't take her to good schools. Melek says that in her previous schools her father wasn't there and that's why she likes that one more. Nair tells her that she can't believe that she says that without her father nothing is good even though she has given her everything. Melek asks her not to be upset with her and says that she shouldn't have left that school so happy since now they won't be able to spend the whole day the three of them together. Nair tells her that if she wants she can stay with Sanjar for a few days, so Melek leaves with him. Sanjar asks Nair if she let him stay with Melek to make sure he doesn't do something stupid. Nair replies that she will give her daughter to him every day until he stops wanting to kill Akin. Sanjar leaves so Nair asks him not to leave Melek alone. Nair leaves in the car that Geddes gave him, which was the car that Moog bought to cover up for Akin. Geddes arrives home and asks Razieh where Moog is. She replies that she is sitting by the pool with Rafika. Geddes asks her if she saw anything strange, but Razieh replies no. Geddes says to keep watching her and let him know if she sees anything strange, so Razieh goes to check on Moog, but she doesn't see her in the garden, so surprised she wonders where she went and starts looking for her. She sees her leaving with her tray of food from the small apartment, so she goes over to check, trying not to let Moog see her. Outside the bathroom she sees a piece of food, so she picks it up and goes into the bathroom, finding there Akin unconscious. So scared she calls Sanjar to inform him about it. Nair arrives home and sees Elvan cleaning outside, so she greets her and asks why she is cleaning when she hired someone for that. Elvan tells her that it helps distract her from thinking about Yaya, and they talk about Melek's school. Kavarek arrives at the house so they welcome him. Nair, seeing him sad, asks him if he is okay. Then Kavarek tells them that he is getting married. They are surprised and Elvan asks with whom. Kavarek answers that he will marry Aisha. Nair, confused, asks him why did that happen suddenly. Kavarek answers that it is because Halise decided so and that the ceremony will be that night. Nair asks him why so soon and what is going on. Elvan asks him if Halise discovered his feelings for Zara. Nair is surprised and Kavarek asks him how he knows that he is in love with Zara. Elvan answers that it is obvious and Nair hugs him. Elvan asks him how Halise forced him to marry Aisha. Kavarak tells them that Halis threatened him to betray him to Sanjar and throw him out of the mansion if he did not marry whoever she decided. Nair tells him to leave the mansion since she will receive him there. But Kavarak replies that he can't leave the mansion as he promised Sanjar that he will take care of the family. Elvan is surprised while Nair gets angry at Sanjar's request. Kavarak says that he didn't know what to do and that's why he wanted to see them but he should leave now. Kavarak leaves after asking them to pretend not to have seen him. Nair is distressed with the situation so Elvan asks him to explain what is happening. Nair promises him that she will tell him everything but that now they must act since Kavarak's going with them as a request for help. So she calls Sanjar. But he doesn't answer, since he has arrived at Geddes' house to go after Akin. Nair says that she must go to the mansion to talk to Sanjar and help Kavarak, so Elvan asks to go with her. In the car Elvan finds a cell phone so he asks Nair whose cell phone it is. So Nair unlocks the phone and notices that it is Akin's. So surprised she calls Geddes to tell him that she found Akin's cell phone in Moog's car, so he goes to see his sister to confront her. For his part Raziel points the way to Sanjar, who has sneaked into Geddes' house. Geddes asks Moog where Akin is, telling her that they already found the phone in her car and asking her not to lie to him, but Moog replies that she won't tell him his whereabouts because she doesn't want him to save him. Geddes is confused so Moog replies that Akin is her hostage and that she has left him without food and water. So far from defending him she is punishing him for what he did to her. Geddes asks her how many days Akin has been like this. Moog answers 3. So Geddes reminds her that Akin will soon die of dehydration. Moog answers that she knows it and that maybe then he will stop hating her. Geddes tells her that although he was very angry with her he has never hated her, but if she becomes a murderer then he will hate her. Sanjar arrives at the bathroom and finds Akin tied up there, so he angrily pulls out a dagger. Geddes goes downstairs with Moog after she revealed Akin's whereabouts to him. He is upset that he had Akin in his house for days but when they get to the bathroom there is nothing there. Moog tells Geddes that that is where she had him and he was in such bad condition that he could not have left on his own. Then they see several bloodstains. Moog swears to Geddes that she did nothing to him. So Geddes realizes that it is Sanjar's doing and storms out in a rage. Meanwhile Sanjar arrives home. There he sees Zara sad so he hugs her saying that everything is over and Akin will not be able to hurt her. Then he changes the subject to enter with Melek. Then he sees the banquet and surprised he asks Zara what happened, so Zara tells him that Kavarak and Asiye are getting married. So Sanjar is shocked and goes to look for Kavarak to ask him what is going on and if he has suddenly fallen in love with Asiye. Kavarak asks him if it is that everyone marries for love. Sanjar gets upset that he compares his case with his and asks him why he is doing what he did too. Telling him that he has known for a long time that he loves Zara, Kavarak asks him if he is not angry. But Sanjar says there is no reason to be angry with him and asks him to remember what he told him when he was going to marry Minek. Kavarak tells him that their cases are different because Zara doesn't love him. Sanjar asks him if he is getting married because he lost hope when Zara started dating Akin. But Kavarak tells him that he never had hope and knowing that he understands makes him feel better. Sanjar tells him that he would support him if Zara reciprocated. Kavarak asks him to let him get married to forget his love. So Sanjar hugs him and then they go to the banquet together, so Halis starts with the ceremony. While Geddes and Nair go to the mansion. After the engagement Halis signals Minek to put his plan into action, so Minek sends everyone present the pictures of Nair with Geddes. Everyone is shocked and Sanjar seeing them gets upset and asks Zara to take Melek away. Zara does so and Sanjar angrily looks at Minek and angrily asks who sent those photos. Nair and Elvan arrive. Then Geddes also arrives so Sanjar looks at them furious. Gulsier shows them the pictures. So they are both shocked. Sanjar angrily snatches Menek's cell phone. She asks him what he is doing. So Sanjar tells her that he must have known what she was planning to do after what she told him the day before. Then Sanjar sees the messages with Nekdet and gets furious asking her if she sent the man who attacked Nair to follow her. Minek tries to excuse herself but Sanjar yells at her not to lie and throws her out of the house. Everyone is surprised and Elvan congratulates him for doing the right thing. Nair and Geddes are glad that Sanjar understood the situation. Minek leaves but as she approaches Nair she bursts in rage and hits her. Nair defends herself getting Minek to let her go. Elvan enraged hits Minek on the floor. While the others try to separate them, Sanjar approaches Nair and takes her away. Once far away, he asks her if she is okay. So Nair explains that that picture was because she came crying after what happened with Akin and Geddes just tried to comfort her. Sanjar tells her that there is no problem, so Nair asks him if he believes in her. Sanjar apologizes for everything. Geddes arrives with Sanjar and asks him if he took Akin. He answers yes. So Geddes asks him if Akin is alive. Seen that there were bloodstains, so Nair gets scared. And so we end this preview, until next time.